Hello friends, come on in and pull up a chair. There's room for everyone at Grandma Camp. Thank you for coming to Grandma Camp with me today. Have you ever seen a hat like this? I think this is the silliest hat I have ever worn. Can you tell what this hat is? It's a grumpy cat. Why am I wearing a grumpy cat hat? I was just being so silly. Did you know that it is very important that we play? Children need to play, even adults need to play. And there are different things that we can play, but it's important for our brains to have fun. And when we play and use our imagination, we're growing our brain cells and so many skills. I hope you're learning to play and pretend every day, even if it's something silly like a grumpy cat hat. This hat is the silliest thing ever. But it also reminds me of a story. It's this story. Is that you, Eleanor Sue?
Is that you, Eleanor Sue? By Trisha Tusa. Today is Saturday, Eleanor Sue's favorite day to do her favorite thing, play dress-up. So she climbs out her bedroom window, tiptoes over to the front door, and rings the doorbell. Ding dong! Her mother answers the door. Well, hello. Can I help you? Eleanor Sue clears her throat. Yes. I am Mrs. McMuffins, your new neighbor. I thought I would come by to introduce myself and give you this gift. Eleanor Sue hands her mother the garden gnome plucked from the dandelion patch on the way to the front door. Oh my, says her mother. She invites the new neighbor in for tea. Her mother asks how she likes the neighborhood. Eleanor Sue responds with a sniff. Well, it's okay. The sun shines right into my windows, so I must wear my sunglasses while I nap. And the birds sing so loudly down the chimney that I wear cotton in my ears. And I skinned my knee getting out of the bathtub, and my eyebrows hurt. Her mother nodded as she listened. I see, she said. When Mrs. McMuffins left, she called out, And by the way, my cat ran away. If you see her, let me know. I certainly will, her mother answered. Thank you for stopping by and for the gift. I hope your eyebrows feel better soon. 20 minutes later, the doorbell rang. Hello, Eleanor Sue's mother said with surprise. The witch said, Hello. I was flying around up there and got caught in the wind and bumped right into your doorbell. My goodness. Please come in. May I fix you some lunch? I have never met a witch before. Well, the witch confided, I used to be a little girl. I read a book of spells and learned how to make a recipe of old leaves, raindrops, turnips, and twigs. I drank it down and turned into a witch. Now I fly around the neighborhood on a broom and wait for Halloween to return. Fascinating, Eleanor Sue's mother said. The witch left by way of the window. Before she launched, she called out over her shoulder, My uncle might come looking for me. He's a wizard and is 400 years old. Very wise. And away flew the witch. And away the witch flew, down into the azalea bush below. Goodbye. Please be careful up there in those winds, her mother said. Half an hour later, the doorbell rang again. Eleanor Sue's mother looked out and saw a man with a long white beard. "How do you do, ma'am? I am a very old wise wizard, and I have come from far away. I have an important message to share with you." "Please come in, sir. Can I offer you a glass of water?" He pondered this and said, very mysteriously, "I have swallowed oceans to get here. I might drown if I add one more drop." The wizard lifted his long old finger into the air. "The secret to a happy and prosperous life," he said in a loud whisper, "is to touch your knees to your nose first thing every morning." "Oh, like this?" her mother asked as she bent over. No, like this," the wizard said as he brought his ancient knee up to his very old nose. "I must return now to where I have come from," he said. Eleanor's mother waved goodbye as he backed himself into the deep bushes. He called out, "Beware! A ferocious beast may cross your path." "Oh my," she said as she went back inside. Well, sure enough, that doorbell rang, and there stood a big, huge, humongous, gigantic, snarling, fang-dripping, sharp-clawed, bristly-furred, wet-nosed, crazy-eyed bear. Eleanor Sue's mother screamed and closed that door as quickly as she could. She watched from the window as the bear climbed up high into a tree out of sight. When that doorbell rang again, Eleanor Sue's mother was greeted by a very small delivery person. "Sign right here, ma'am." Daisies and begonias, flowers that looked a lot like the ones growing on the side of the house, were handed over. "How lovely! For me?" she asked. "And who could these be from?" "Grandma," answered the delivery man. "This morning I delivered doughnuts to the queen of a small island far away across the sea. After that, a box of blue marbles to a centaur who lived deep in a forest under a large pile of trees. I wore my shoes right through, ma'am. I've traveled that far." Eleanor Sue's mother prepared a foot bath of warm water, soap, and lotion. "It's time for me to make my next delivery of chocolate-covered acorns to some squirrels near the equator. Goodbye." It was not but 10 minutes later that the doorbell rang again. "Well, hello, little kitty. Aren't you adorable? Why, you must be the new neighbor Mrs. McMuffin's missing cat." "Meow." My daughter Eleanor Sue loves kitty cats. "Stay right there. I'll go get her." She headed down the hallway. Meanwhile, Eleanor Sue ran as fast as she could, around the house and back through her bedroom window. Her mother knocked on Eleanor Sue's bedroom door. "Hey there, Pumpkin Pie. There's someone at the door you need to meet, the cutest cat." "Not right now, Mama. I'm very busy." "Oh, okay. He looks hungry. I'll fix him a bowl of milk, and Grandma should be here soon." Eleanor Sue climbed back out that window, running as fast as she could alongside the house and around the corner. Tripping over a rock, she fell flat on her face into a mud puddle. She got up again just in time for that big bowl of warm milk. "There you go. Drink up and hurry on home so that Mrs. McMuffins won't worry about you." Eleanor Sue's mother closed the door. Meanwhile, back in her room, Eleanor Sue pulled together the next outfit. The doorbell rang. It rang again, and once more. "Mama, you going to answer the door?" "Yoo-hoo, Mama?" Grandma? Oh! Mama? Eleanor Sue cried out. Grandma? Asked Eleanor Sue's mother. Mama, you're not Grandma. Grandma is Grandma. You are Mama. Grandma, what are you doing here so early? Eleanor Sue's mother asked with a sly smile. No, Mama. Before anything else could be said, the doorbell rang. There stood Grandma carrying a box of homemade cookies. How about that? Laughed Grandma. It looks as though I am already here. Eleanor Sue wrapped her arms around her. While Grandma admired her daughter's new look, Eleanor Sue offered to get the lemonade. A few minutes later, the doorbell rang. It's me, Eleanor Sue.
Wouldn't it be fun to make a silly dessert for your family? Let's try it out today. This is something in the kitchen, so you know we always need a grown-up in the kitchen with us. And the first thing we do is wash our hands with soap and water. For this silly dessert, you need a pudding cup, 5 chocolate cookies, and 1 gummy bear. And that's for each person. So for one person, 1 bowl, 1 pudding, 1 worm, 5 cookies. Let's start with the fun part, and that is the cookies. Put 1 cookie aside, but put the other cookies into a clean bag. You can use any bag you want as long as it's clean. You'll close up the bag, and then we need to crumble that cookie till it's just in tiny little bits. Once your cookie is all crumbled, you're ready to use it. So pull out your bowl, and you're going to put about half of the cookie crumbles into the bowl. And then just make sure they're down in the bottom. Now you're going to scoop about half of the pudding cup on top of your cookie crumbles. I like to just let it drop. Now the rest of the cookie crumbles go in. And this is when we put in our worm. Just make him stick up a little bit in the bowl. Now we'll put in the rest of the pudding. And stick that last cookie right on top. And you have made a mud pie dessert. It's better to put it in the fridge right now, but when you're ready to eat it, it is delicious. I'm going to go put this in the fridge, but then guess what else I'm going to do? I'm going to wash my hands, and I'm going to put away and clean up all of my mess. It'll go fast. You probably already know how to count to 10 easily. Should we count my fingers together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good counting. What happens if you go past 10? Well, we'd have to start over with our fingers. So we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Do you know how to count to 20? There's something very special about the words counting to 20. Listen very carefully and I'll point it out as we go. Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Did you hear the special words? When we say 12, for example, listen to it. It sounds like 2. 12. That's how we know we go 11, 12. What about the next one? 13. It sounds like 3. 13. Listen again. 14. Do we say 15? No, but the word sounds kind of the same. 15, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. 20 means that it's the second set of 10. 2 sets of 10. The first set of 10 and the second set of 10. Counting to 20 can be easy. You just need to practice. I'm so glad you came today. I love having you here. And remember that I love you just as you are. Come again.